to the frozen tundra at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Home of the Green Bay Packers, sausage, cheese, and of course, beer.
Tell you what, tailgating isn't only a recreational activity, it's a way of life.
Oh man, they take their tailgating seriously. When it comes to sausage, Wisconsin is the center of the universe.
Tell you what, this is our kind of place, my friend.
Man.
Green Bay is a great place to visit any time of the year, but you have to be hardy to check it out in the winter.
And the people who live here are definitely hardy. A lot of them have Northern European ancestry, which is why sausage is such a big deal.
You're not kidding. I mean, they named their football team after the hard-working meat packers here.
According to people in Green Bay, the real kind of early tailgating with vehicles instead of horses started when the Packers were formed in 1919.
Farmers lowered the tailgates on their pickup trucks and chowed down while watching the game.
The tradition moved to the parking lot when the stadium was built in 1957. In 1965, it became known as Lambeau Field in memory of the founder, Curly Lambeau.
With its retro look and long history of great games played here, it's no surprise Lambeau Field is one of the most revered stadiums in sports.
It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. It's game day, and we're outside Lambeau Field.
The sun is barely up. It's colder than a well-digger's you-know-what, and the lot's not even open yet.
But if you want to know how seriously they take tailgating in this part of the country, come on, check this out.
No kidding. If you look up the road here, there's over 100 cars waiting, and by the time we open the gate, there'll be 200-300 cars waiting to tailgate,
man,
baby.
I'm fired up.
So how long you been waiting out here today?
6:30.
6:30?
What are you cooking up?
Frosted burgers and a bunch of chili to keep a little warm, I guess.
A bunch
Nice,
of chili.
nice.
What's on the grill?
Fritas, bratwurst, kielbasa, tenderloin shrimp, chicken breast,
And a Diet Coke, right?
yeah, the only way to rock.
All right, while the tailgating faithful are waiting to get in the lot, we're moving to a quiet corner for some early morning sausage school.
And the guy who's gonna stuff us full of sausage know-how is fourth-generation sausage maker, Fritz Usinger.
So what can you tell us about the product line here?
Well, we make a full product line of different kinds of sausages, everything from cold cuts to bratwurst to summer sausage to Braunschweiger to bacon.
You see, sausages are more than just skinny things you grill and throw into a bun. The thick ones are usually sliced into cold cuts and can have all kinds of tasty things inside.
You know what you have here, Fritz, is my favorite, is this olive loaf.
Traditional sausages are all made from ground pork or beef or a combination of both. But there's still a lot of variety. Different kinds of spices, coarse or finely ground meat, and some are smoked for extra flavor.
Check this thing out, man. It's a football.
Oh, that's nice. And
What
that
is
thing's
that,
got
Fritz?
some girth to it.
That's beef summer sausage in the shape of a football. Excellent for tailgating.
So cool, man.
Looks like you got a lot of this old world meat out here that I'm really not all that familiar with, to tell you the truth.
Well, I have a nice variety here of some specialty product that we do, like Landjäger, which is like a hunter's sausage. It's coarsely ground pork and beef with whole caraway seeds and garlic. It's been heavily smoked, doesn't need refrigeration. Great for just snacking on when you're in the woods.
I just tried a piece and you're right. I want to go shoot something.
But instead of hunting, we're gonna head across the street from Lambeau to our Wisconsin cooking headquarters.
We're ready to get the party started with our first feasty sausage recipe.
I tell you what, it's a little cold out here. I think my sausage is frozen. But I love Green Bay. This is actually somebody's backyard.
How are you guys doing?
Mike and Lynn Holton are huge Packer fans who live in Atlanta, but always dreamed of having a house right next to Lambeau, too.
Well, it's kind of a shrine to the old Packers and the history of the Packers and Lambeau Field.
You can't have a tailgate without hungry fans and sausage.
And what better sausage to use at a tailgate than the bratwurst?
Oh, the brat.
And the first thing we're gonna do is show you a tasty grilling tip.
Now, we've come up with a beer sauce, which is big here in Green Bay. It's basically beer, onions, and a little bit of butter. You can throw your brats in there, keep them nice and warm. They'll stay nice and moist when you get ready to serve them. Just throw them on the grill for a couple seconds and then on a bun, and you're in business.
Now, grilling's not the only thing you can do with sausage. We've come up with some fun recipes. Let's talk about this first one, John.
You're not kidding. We're talking about the Feasty apple kraut sausage.
Oh, it's
Now,
good.
basically, what you're going to do here, folks, we got a slow cooker. You're going to take about a pound of fresh sauerkraut. you're gonna rinse it off before you use it. Rinse it and drain it. Get rid of some of that vinegary taste. Just line the bottom of your slow cooker with that sauerkraut. Next, we've got 2 different types of sausage we're gonna use in this.
You know, we're using bratwurst, we're using kielbasa. Use any type of sausage you want to use, you know? Jazz it up, mix it up. That's Feasty Boy cooking.
Kielbasa usually includes garlic and has a smoky flavor.
Now see, Jim's slicing those up so you can serve this on a plate with some mashed potatoes as a meal, or we're gonna throw them in their whole so you can pull them out of here and serve them on a bun.
Then cut up 3 apples, throw in a cup of raisins, about 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and one of the 4 B's, bacon.
Now you know what? It needs a little liquid.
So we got some apple juice.
A little apple juice.
You know, I didn't throw too many apples in there, but this apple juice is gonna really take care of that apple flavoring in the sauerkraut.
So don't dump the whole thing in there, that's good. And you know, it wouldn't be feasty if we didn't include a little Titletown beer in there. Gonna throw that in. You wanna get just enough to get a nice little broth going.
Then chuck a final layer of sauerkraut on top.
Now that stuff's gonna cook and simmer for about 4 hours.
Winner, right off the bat.
Man.
Up next, it's tasting time for our apple kraut sausage.
Go back!
Then we're in Milwaukee making German sausage the old-fashioned way.
Does that mean we have to yodel? Yodeling.